Hey, welcome to Ziraat this beautiful morning. And we'll begin with the invocation in English. I think you all know it, but I'll put it in the chat window here for you. Here we go. Towards the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the spirit of guidance. Amen. So, uh, just a little background intro to what we're doing here with Ziraat and where we're journeying on this class today. Ziraat is a beautiful ray that Inayat Khan brought to us that helps us attune to nature and all of the ways that she can be our teacher. It never really got completed. He started it in 1926, soon before he died, and was carried on by his murids, his murshidas that created more of the ceremony and ritual around Ziraat. Um, but there was certainly some papers that he left for us that we can attune to, and a lot of the papers are really um, working with the symbology of agriculture. And in a lot of ways, this Ziraat Ray is an esoteric school, uh, seeing how nature and gardening and agriculture can bring us to a deeper sense of our inner lives and the work that we're doing with our hearts and minds and souls. And so there's lots of different ways to approach Ziraat, and um, I always create an altar for these classes that has the symbols of the elements on the altar with a gold cloth. So we have the earth represented here with some stones and a seed, a chestnut from a chestnut tree. And Fazal Manzil actually is where I gathered that in France, where Inayat Khan lived. There's, of course, also the water here that is from the river nearby my house. And we have fire represented with the candle and air represented with these little airy flowers and feathers. Uh, so, and then there's incense burning to represent ether. So we I invite you to enter this Ziraat Lodge, this ceremony with the altar, with the elements, and we will also be attuning to the elements through what's called the salutation to the elements, a very specific way of bringing ourselves into this sacred space and this ceremony. And sorry, people are entering the Zoom, so I'm a little distracted. But so with the elements and attuning to the elements, this is such a key part of the teachings of Inayat Khan and the practices that he gave to his students, and also um, obviously a beautiful way to attune to nature. And Inayat Khan really emphasized that these elements are living beings. They are that we can experience them as a bridge between the material world and the spirit, between our souls and the divine, and our lives that we move about in our everyday lives. So there's that connection and the breath that are very specific breath uh, practices that attune us to each element. And it is that breath that is the bridge between who we are. The elements make up our human bodies and also this world that we move and live and have our being. And so it's really such a simple and profound way to really connect with the divine through the breath and through the elements. And so I will put the words in here that we'll be saying, if you can join me if you wish, for each of the elements for the salutation as we invite these living beings into our space here. And there are movements also that go with these breath practices and words. Um, I believe they were given by Inayat Khan for the Ziraat Lodge ceremony. So you're welcome to join me with the movements or just attune to your breath, however you feel like you want to connect with the elements. So we'll begin with the breath of earth, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Oh, all productive earth, we humbly offer our love and respect to you. And for the breath of water, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Oh, all purifying water, we willingly offer our love and respect to you. And for the breath of fire, we breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. Oh, all-consuming fire, we wholeheartedly offer our love and respect to you. And for the breath of air, breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. Oh, all-pervading air, we gladly offer our love and respect to you. And for ether, it's a simple, refined breath, just being aware of the presence that is breathing through you, through the nose or the mouth. Very refined. O ether, essence of all, we passively offer our love and respect to you. And as we receive this healing, cleansing, purifying power of the elements, we offer this prayer of Nayas from the Nayakon. Beloved Lord, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through the all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify me, and I pray, heal my body, heart, and soul. Amen. Oh, for these classes, I usually like to offer a song to the elements to just help this bring this further into our bodies and souls and voices and hearts. The chat window should have the words in there for you. Sorry. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside A few months back, I started a series on the symbology of the cycles of farming. So, as I mentioned earlier, the Anaya Khan brought this ray as a way of attuning to symbology of the farming cycle. And so this is a little bit different approach than I've been doing the past couple years, where I'm really attuning to the cycles of the season or to the elements. I went through each element and did a deep dive, and now we're focusing more on the symbology that was given to us. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick on to show you. This is considered Ziraat paper number 10, which is actually a picture. Let's see if we can get all of it in. There we go. So as you can see, we begin with the plowing and the watchword. Each of these, of the work of the farm, has a watchword and a symbol that goes with it. So we begin with plowing and toil. Obviously the symbol is the plow. And then harrowing, which is a more refined form basically of plowing, just that final clearing of the field. And that's with courage and with the very ancient tool of the harrow that you probably don't see anymore in modern farming. And then last month we did sowing. Sowing is, the watchword is hope, and of course that's the grain, the seed is the symbol. This week we'll be visiting reaping, and the watchword for that is joy. And the symbol is the sickle, which is a single-handed blade that helps you cut the wheat or the grains to bring in the grain that you're harvesting. And then we'll be visiting in the next couple of months the threshing, which is strength, and garnering finally with Thanksgiving. And it's important to note that with this symbology, with each of these cycles, it is a daily process. So maybe even a moment-to-moment process of cycling. There's always going to be a need to clear the field, to purify the mind, to clear the heart and the breath. And we're always looking at how we can sow the seeds that we want to grow. There's always reaping of blessings to be received. And so this can be such a powerful way of bringing a deeper awareness of the divine into our lives, how we can connect our souls with our daily lives. And so today we get to visit reaping, which I think is appropriate for the fact that it's a full moon today. So there's a lot of fullness right now. We're also obviously in a new year. And so often this is a good time to look back at our lives, at the last year. In this moment, what are the blessings that you're reaping and receiving? And I think joy is such a beautiful watchword to go with reaping. And so we're going to explore a lot of different ways that Anaya Khan talks about what reaping means. And we often hear the word reap with the word sow. A lot of us are familiar with that sort of karmic essence of that we read in the Bible, and Anaya Khan also refers to it often, of the seeds that we're sowing is what we reap. And sometimes we're sowing seeds that maybe we don't want to reap what we've sown, but it's a good awareness of what are we sowing, what's in our hearts that we really want to bring into this world, and then what are we reaping. But there's also another approach that Anaya Khan brings to this idea, is that the people that are sowing are different than the people that are reaping. And so we visited this reading last month, and I think it's worth visiting again. because he talks about um, the importance. And I'm going to put it in the chat window in case it's helpful for you to be able to read along with me. And this is about doing our own work, Ziraat lesson 5. The spiritual force that is pouring out on the whole world today is quickening every kind of seed in the human heart. If the seeds are quickened, the harvest must be reaped. That is the law. We cannot help until the field is again clear. What we can do is to sow fresh seeds and nourish them until they are quickened. But the reaping thereof will be for other hands. There are plowers in the field, and there are reapers of the harvest. All are different, and one cannot do the work of the other. But all are working out the divine plan, and all are necessary to the others. To a little band of sowers has been given a handful of living grain. Faithfully it must be sown. Surely it will be reaped. And the harvest shall be for the sustenance of all who are hungering for the bread of life. So, as you can see in this reading, there's always seeds to be sown and reaping to be done and the seeds that are sown are given by the divine into the hands of those who wish to sow them. And it is also our work to receive the harvest with joy and reaping what the divine has given to us, whether it's from seeds that we have sown or maybe seeds that others have sown. And I was thinking about this morning about as I was walking around the natural areas I do each morning and uh, saying the prayers of Inayat Khan and just realizing like, wow, that's something I am reaping with joy on a daily basis of the blessing of these words that Inayat Khan gave to us and just seeing the sunrise and the beauty of the place where I get to walk around every day and how it changes through the seasons and how in each moment, each morning, I can reap with joy the blessings that nature is providing for me and for us. And so there's so many ways that we can receive and recognize the harvest really that you can reap in your lives. And uh, the tool for this work is the sickle. As I mentioned, it's that curved kind of single-handed blade that cuts the grain or the plants or what feels ready to harvest. So I see this as a very purposeful action of recognizing when the time is right to bring in those fruits. The harvest doesn't just fall in our laps. We have to do some work to actually bring that in and recognize it and be grateful for it. And this is done with joy as we receive the blessings. So there are a couple of beautiful names of God that I feel really bring the essence of this to light of reaping and the joy of the reaping and the blessings and the recognizing of the blessings. And that's Yah Wahab and Yah Razak. And Wahab is the overflowing blessings, the bestower of blessings. Every blessing you can imagine receiving in your life is from Wahab. And so repeating this name of God can really bring you to a place of reaping with joy the blessings in our lives. And also Yah Razak. These beautiful names of God often go together and they're right next to each other in the 99 beautiful names. And Razak is the provider of sustenance, the actual nourishment that we need for our daily lives. They are the grain that's been given to us, that's been sown from love, that's always available. And as I was repeating these beautiful names of God on a walk the other day, a tune came to me, and it might be a tune from another song. So my apologies if I've usurped another melody, but this just felt so sweet to my heart. So this is what I'd like to share with you, and we'll just attune to Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, and then Hu Allahu Allahu, and these two parts can be intertwined. Oh, let me get my retinal sound on here so you can actually hear it. I'm sorry. Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya... I'm not getting it. Hold on one second. I think I'll try it without the Shruti box. Since that's where it came to me anyway when I was just walking. So here we go. Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Hu Allahu, 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 Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Hu Allahu, 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 Hu Allahu, 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 Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Hu Allahu, 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 Hu Allahu, 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 Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Hu Allahu, 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 Hu Allahu, 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 Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Hu Allahu, 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 Hu Allahu, 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 Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak. Hu Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. Hu Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak. Hu Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. Hu Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. One more time through. Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak. Hu Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. Hu Allahu, Allahu, Allahu. Just take a moment to be in that atmosphere of receiving the blessings in our lives. Ya Wahhab, Ya Razak. So, joy. What does Mersha teach about joy? Well, a whole lot. But I found some readings that I think catch the essence of what Murshid is talking about with joy. So, oh, whoops, this is too long. I was trying to put it in the chat window for you. So, put it in two different sections. So this comes from volume 8A, Sufi Teachings, the chapter on the dance of the soul. And he says, there are many delightful experiences in life, but joy is something greater and deeper than delight. It springs from the innermost being, and there can be no better description of the spring of joy than the dance of the soul. One finds in the life of every person sorrowful or happy, wise or foolish moments when he begins to sing or move. Joy may be expressed by a smile. It may even be expressed in tears, but in all, it is the dance of the soul. This blessing is revealed in every aspect of life, even in inanimate objects such as trees and plants. Even there, we see in the spring the rising of life. Flowers and plants are but different expressions of the one life, the source of all harmony, beauty, and joy. Nothing could be more expressive. Thus, joy is the action of the inner or divine life. And when it shows itself in any form, it is the reaction to the action of God. Life and love come from God and raise every soul till it dances. In its pure condition, the soul is joy. And when it is without joy, its natural condition is changed. Then it depends upon the names and forms of the earth and is deprived of the dance of the soul. And therein lies the whole tragedy of life. It is natural that the soul is attracted to the spirit, and that the true joy of every soul lies in the realization of the divine spirit. So joy is the dance of the soul. Joy is the divine in our lives. Even if we're feeling sorrow or happiness or whatever emotions might be arising, joy is that deeper sense of delight and dance in the beauty and harmony and love of God, of the divine. And that's within us, available to us every moment. It is our natural condition. And there's a beautiful, beautiful words and an interesting melody from her friend Joe Miller, who was the friend of Murshid Sam and was very much a part of the early lives of the Murids of Murshid Sam. And so he was known for his very simple melodies or interesting melodies. And but wow, I mean, look at the words. This is such an attunement to what Anaya Khan was just saying. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody, or the dance of the soul, make our hearts one so you can see that you, eternal, are, and you just have to be. This is how we reach that state of joy, or how we recognize that state of joy, which is our natural state. All right, here we go. It's kind of a silly melody, but I love it. And you can drum on your body if you want. It's a very obviously joyful song. So here we go. Oh, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts so you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so that you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so that you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. One more time. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. One more time. Joy is the natural state. This is the key to eternity. The words and the rhythm and the melody make our hearts one so you can see that you eternal are. And you just have to be. Yeah, I hope I remember that the next time I'm feeling in some despair. I think this song can really change that energy. What a great way to remember that joy is truly who we are. It is the dance of our soul. So thank you, Joe, and thank you, Murshid, and thank you, Oudinger, who we were just listening to his Oudinger. I think I said that wrong. Sorry. Alaudin. Thank you for the joy that he brought in bringing Joe Miller's song to us as well. So, and that's where the one more time came from, by the way. He's known for saying one more time and then singing it again. One more time, and then singing it again, one more time. So, all right. So, let's see, where are we at with time? Yeah, so I have another reading on joy from Anayat Khan that I think I'd like to bring to you. Again, I'm putting it in the chat window in case that's helpful for you to be able to read along. So that's the first paragraph, and then here's the second one coming to you. Okay. So this is from Volume 1, The Way of Illumination, Section 4, The Purpose of Life. The Sufis say God is love. That is true, but the love was not sufficient. The love had to make an object to love in order to see its own nature, to experience its own character, to fathom its own mystery, to find its own joy. For instance, the seed has in it the leaf and the flower and the fruit, but the fulfillment of the purpose of that seed is that it is put in the ground, that it is watered, and a seedling springs up and is reared up by the sun. It brings forth its flowers and fruits. This is the fulfillment of that seed, which already contained in itself the fruit and the flower. A person who does not see the reason of all this is in the seed state. His mind is in the state of a seed which has not yet germinated, which has not yet produced its seedling, which has not yet experienced the springing of the plant. No sooner does the soul begin to unfold and experience in life the purpose which is hidden within itself, then it begins to feel the joy of it. It begins to value the privilege of living. It begins to appreciate everything. It begins to marvel at everything. For in the in every experience, good or bad, it finds a certain joy, and that joy is the fulfillment of life's purpose. That joy is not only experienced in pleasure, but even in pain, not only in success, but also in failure, not only in the cheerfulness of the heart, but even in the breaking of the heart. There is a certain joy hidden, for there is no experience that is worthless. And especially for that soul who is beginning to realize this purpose, there is no moment wasted in life. For under all circumstances and in all experiences, that soul is experiencing the purpose of life. So we can really tap into that joy when we realize our purpose in life. What are the flowers and fruits that we're meant to be, the divine plan that God has given us, to know that love and beauty and harmony that's always there. That joy is always accessible. And so I want to visit a nature meditation. Again, these are simple breath practices that Inayat Khan brought for us that we can attune to these concentrations on our breath. And it's in the chat window for you. We begin by breathing in, saying, "Let the stream of thy wisdom and joy rise in my soul." Breathing out as the spring of water. Breathing in, let the stream of thy wisdom and joy rise in my soul. Breathing out as the spring of water. Breathing in, let the stream of thy wisdom and joy rise in my soul. And breathing out as the spring of water. Have a few moments of silence so that you can concentrate on this, on the breath. Few more breaths. Let the stream of thy wisdom and joy in my soul as the spring of the water. Just encourage you this day, this week, this month to notice, well, really every moment, if you can, notice what are the blessings that you're reaping and the seeds that have been sown by the divine. And are you consciously receiving them with joy? So we'll bring our Ziraat Lodge to a close by visiting the elements once again, a little bit shorter concentrations, but we'll visit the breath, a few breaths for each one with the movements if you wish. And the words are in the chat window for you again, if you want to join me. Oh, all productive earth, we humbly offer our love and respect to you. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Oh, all purifying water, we willingly offer our love and respect to you. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Oh, all-consuming fire, we wholeheartedly offer our love and respect to you. Breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose. Oh, all-pervading air, we gladly offer our love and respect to you. Breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. Oh, ether, essence of all, we passively offer our love and respect to you. Just a gentle, refined breath. Close with the prayer. Khatum in the chat window for you if you need it. O thou, who art the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the Lord of heaven and earth, open our hearts that we may hear thy voice, which constantly cometh from within. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Most merciful and compassionate God, give us thy great goodness. Teach us thy loving forgiveness. Raise us above the distinctions and differences which divide men. Send us the peace of thy divine spirit and unite us all in thy perfect being.